my fellow aliens, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jojo Rarity. And today's video I'm gonna be talking about the Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 1. And yay, it's finally here. I was so excited for this to come. And by the way, I'm in my sister's room. That's why the background is kind of different. I was so excited when they announced they're gonna do the series because I'm a big Bucky fan and I wanted to see more storyline of him and also like more scenes with him. And of course Captain America is always my favorite superhero, so I always loved they two together. I love the friendship, but the Falcon Winter Soldier also gonna be a funny friendship, I think. And after waiting so long, because actually this was supposed to come out before WandaVision, actually last year in November or something, but because of COVID, because they can't film it because they're like in Europe or something, so they kinda changed the date. So now it's finally out and I was really looking forward to it. For us, it has been like 2 years since Avengers Endgame aired. And so the series is about Sam Wilson, who's also the Falcon, and he's played by Anthony Mackie. And then there's of course this broken hero Bucky Barnes, also called the Winter Soldier, and he's played by the very handsome Sebastian Stan. I really love him. But both of them are struggling because of course Steve Rogers, Captain America, is gone now. I don't think he's dead, he's just like, he's still around, but like this old Cap, and I don't know if everyone knows about what really happened to him. And they're both trying to find a place in this broken, messed up world without the Avengers. Like half of them are gone, right? So they're kind of struggling with it. Beginning starts a lot of action, taking us with the mission with the Falcon, and it kind of started like a Marvel movies supposed to be, like with the action, like kind of like a Captain America movie. And of course like WandaVision kind of started slow, so this was like a really good beginning so far. Let's talk about Sam for a while. He's wrestling with his responsibilities. He has to take care of his sister who has like 2 kids, and Sam was gone for the 5 years, but his sister and his nephews weren't, so they were kind of like dealing with stuff and he wasn't there. Like they're dealing with money and like trying to get a loan, something like that, paying off debts. And now he's trying to help her, but his sister doesn't want his help because he wasn't there for like 5 years, so she can do this alone. And also they were like, he was grieving such a long time, and suddenly he's back. Like also when their father died, he wasn't there for her because he was like busy saving the world. So it's like she's used to him not being there, so it's of course also kind of hard for her to deal with this. Also thinking if he wants to be the new Captain America, is also having a hard time with that. I think he isn't there yet. Like he still have this voice in his head, like when Steve says how does it feel, and he answers like it's someone else's. And Sam thinks how can he compete with that, how can he compete with Captain America. And also because he's black, I think he's having a hard time to represent his country, and maybe think people don't really fully see him as an equal. What does he do? He gave the shield away. Bad move, Sam. Bad move. Talk about Bucky, my favorite one. I think he has a hard time more, of course, because he was a Winter Soldier. He killed a lot of people and he wasn't in control. And then he lost his best friend, his childhood friend, Steve Rogers. And now they had like this in common. They were both like 100 years old. So he's the only one also he knows from the past, and now he doesn't have anyone. He's like so alone. I mean, at least Sam still have his sister, he has a family, but who does he have? And then he also have nightmares being with Hydra again. And yeah, I feel so bad for him. I love his friendship with Steve so much, and of course everyone loved the friendship, right? But I think he's still adjusting, and also he was like pardoned for all his crimes and now seeing a therapist. And I love that he's trying so hard to forget about his past, to make amends to the people he did wrong. So basically he's just trying to put his life back together. He befriends this old Japanese man, he goes on a date. It's just adorable. Like he's even told a date he's 106 years old. It's so funny because it's so true, and I love that he's trying. Poor baby, been through so much, right? Let's talk about a new character they introduced, and he's like teams up with Falcon. He's also from the Air Force, because and you know Sam, he's from the Air Force, so they team up together. They show him in the first scene together with him, and his name is Hakeem Torres, and I just found out he has an important role being Sam's successor, Falcon. I guess you have to look out for him more, but I already like his character so far. there's a new threat out there, and I believe that's why Sam and Bucky have to work together. They're like a group called Flag Smashers, and they believe that life is better pre-blip. So they're kind of crazy. And then also they kind of have theories going on. They believe that Captain America is actually on the moon, hiding somewhere, because they don't know the real reason is that he's kind of old now. So of course they need to team up together. And in this episode they didn't team up yet because Bucky's still ignoring Sam. But I think now, after they announced there's like a new Captain America, which was such a twist and shocking news, I think he's gonna call Sam, or maybe Sam gonna call him again. It has to do something with Civil War storyline, because if you watch Civil War, you remember there was a villain, and it's Helmut Zemo who's gonna be back in the show. So of course you need to watch that before you watch the show to remember him. He wasn't really a big villain there, but because of him, they all were fighting together, and then he disappeared, and now it's gonna reappear. And I think he was actually in the comics, he was a big villain of Captain America, but there's no more Cap. So I'm thinking Bucky is gonna be a big villain of Bucky and Falcon. And of course, that's why Bucky has to kind of return with Falcon to fight this guy. Because all I know is that the German actor Daniel Brühl gonna come back, so that's why it's not really a spoiler. I know that he's gonna be in the show. So of course they have to team up again to fight him. Let's talk about Rodney appearing. I forgot to mention him. I was shocking to see him. I didn't know he's gonna be there. And also sad for him because he lost his best friend. If you remember him, he's the best friend of Iron Man, of course. And like dealing with that also. It's nice to see him again. You're gonna see more of him, I guess, in the show. I mean, what he's gonna do now. And I guess you're gonna see him again in some episodes. Let's talk about the whole episode, like about Falcon, how he's gonna deal with the terms now that they have a new Captain America. I mean, he gave the shield away, and Captain America trusted him for a reason to give him the shield, and now look what he did. So how he's gonna deal with that? So I don't like the end at all, because oh my god, what did he do? He doesn't know this guy who's gonna be the Cap. He also have powers, or what? Let's talk about Bucky. So will Bucky actually move forward with his life? You find out that the guy he befriended, he actually killed his son from the past. That's why he had a nightmare about that. And that's why he made friends with the Japanese guy. Which is so sad. Like, how can he make amends with that? He killed a person. He can't take it back. So how he gonna move forward with this? So I really liked the first episode. It was of course better than WandaVision because there was already action. It was still sad, happy moments, like really good episode for me. And also I loved them in the movie, so it was really easy for me to like it. And since Captain America is like my favorite superhero, I always liked Bucky and Falcon around with him. And before you never really noticed them so much. I always loved Bucky, but I mean, because Captain America always outshines the characters, and now it's like really attention on them. It's really interesting to see, I think, because kind of deserve more screen time because they're really interesting characters, especially Bucky, because I really love Sebastian Stan so much. Like, see him again in the show, like it's so amazing to see more of him and his character. I'm so excited for the next episode to come. There are only gonna be 6 episodes in total. But so far, we love the show and I can't wait to see more. If you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up. Comment down below if you're a fan of the show or if you watch it already. Do you even like Falcon or Bucky? Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content of me. Don't forget to put on the post notifications so you know exactly when I upload. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday and sometimes Mondays. See you on my next video. Bye!